My name is Joyce Fields, and I'm doing this as a practice live on YouTube. I used to do TikTok lives, and this is just a practice one to see how YouTube lives perform. I don't really know a lot about it, so I'm doing these practice runs today and tomorrow at 4 a.m. I did my TikTok lives Sunday through Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific time. And I usually go from 4 to 5:30, 5:35 or thereabouts. So I'm just testing this YouTube video, YouTube live out. And so far, I've been on here for 1 minute and nobody has joined. So I don't know how people are notified that I'm live when I'm here doing these YouTube lives. On TikTok, they used to post a sign for the live creator, and it said, we're notifying viewers that you're live. But they don't do that here on YouTube. So I really, when I get the first viewer on here, I'm going to go for about a half an hour. I'm going to ask how they came across the fact that I was doing this live. So that's all I'm doing is practicing. And once I get some folks on here, I will do what I did on my TikTok lives, which is I share 4 pillars of advice that will help you to undifficult your life. So now I'm on here for 2 minutes and still no viewers yet. So I don't know how this works. So I'm just waiting to see. I do remember that it had 0 and then all of a sudden it had 4. So I'm a very patient person and I'm just waiting until I get somebody here. Carolyn, hi. My name is Joyce Fields. I'm 81 years old, and I used to do TikTok lives 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday. But now TikTok is changing their community guidelines, Carolyn, and I won't be able to abide by them. So as of, hey, Nene, as of Monday, September 1st, 2025, I'm going to be doing my lives here on YouTube. So this is just a practice session, okay? So I'll be doing this practice session. My YouTube lives will be Monday through Friday, 4 a.m. to 5:30, 5:35 or thereabouts a.m. Pacific time. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm just practicing on these YouTube lives. So, hey, Jimmy, and I don't know what to expect, so when I did my TikTok lives, I did over 500, y'all, over 500 TikTok lives. Now I got 14 people on here. Okay, so I share 4 pillars of advice. I'm 81 years old, or 81 years wiser, as I was once told, or recently told, that will help y'all to undifficult your life. And a lot of people are doing a lot of things that are making their lives a lot more difficult than they need to be. And so I use the advice. I live the advice that I share with y'all. And so I share 4 pillars. And pillar number 1 is develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I show y'all how you do that. And I'm going to talk about this theme song that I use. This is what I use I used to use on my TikTok lives. Now I'm going to be using them on my YouTube lives. The theme song that I use is, the title of my lives is Undifficult Your Life. So the theme song is Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead. And they released it in 1979, so it's old school. Well, I love old school. So, but the reason why that is my theme song is because there is a lyric in there that says, "We're leaving the negative people way behind." Ah, Puerto Rico, and I'm from Puerto Rico, and I'm 89 years old. I'm looking for joy, respect, friendship, and good advice about everyday life. Well, you found the place, Nene. Okay, so uh, now the lives I share 4 pillars of advice. And like I don't know if I said this before, but I've done over 500 TikTok lives. I love doing them. I live the advice that I share. And the advice that I have gained in my 81 years of living, I live it, and I tell my man that I often tell him that I live a virtually stress-free life. I live an enchanted life. And I want to share how that is done. It's not difficult at all. The title of my lives is Undifficult Your Life. So, 4 pillars. Pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I tell you how you do that. It's not difficult. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you increase your own level of patience. But I always start with the toddlers. If you are raising toddlers, you will want to hear how easy it is to teach them patience. Pillar number 3 is stay calm. There is tremendous power in the ability to stay calm. You lose your power when you become angry, frustrated, aggravated, irritated, all of that stuff. You lose your power. And I'm going to expand on that when I do my lives. And throughout my lives, I do what I call helpful hand visuals, where I use my hands along with the words coming out of my mouth. And it is my gift from Spirit. The universe gave me this gift. And I am able to communicate philosophies, concepts, ideas, examples, and all of that from my mind to y'all's mind. And when I do the helpful hand visuals, then you will see it and you will believe it. So Spirit gives them to me. So they are, and I call them helpful hand visuals because in one of my lives this year, one of my viewers, her name is Jessie Knott, she said, quote, "These visuals are so helpful," unquote. See? So that's why I call them helpful hand visuals. I do them with my hands along with the words coming out of my mouth. Then pillar number 4 is, and that's the last pillar, there are only 4. Pillar number 4 is to remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, panic, anxiety, anger, frustration, or whatever ugliness is inside of you. And I tell you what those 4 words are when I get to the 4th pillar. Now, one of the main reasons why I was reading a comment, do these lives, is to share the advice that I have gained in my 81 years of living. That's the first reason. And the second reason why I do these lives is to tell everybody about the fabulous nonfiction books at goodshortbooks.com. And the link is in my profile. There are 11 nonfiction books there, fabulous books. My sister wrote 1 and I wrote 10. So check out the books. They are 9 different genres. We have memoirs, parenting, relationships, children's education, fairy tales. My fairy tale is nonfiction because it deals with a very serious subject. Bullying, original quotes, health, and spirituality. So those are the genres. And the books are flying off the shelves, y'all, because people are coming onto my lives and they are learning about the books. They didn't know that the books even existed. At goodshortbooks.com, We have 3 price categories. They're very affordable. $7.99, $9.99, and $12.99. So they're very affordable. We're not trying to break people, but they also go along with the lives that I do. They will delight you, they will entertain you, they will inspire you, they will motivate you, they will encourage you, all kinds of good stuff. So check it out, y'all. You didn't even know they existed. Goodshortbooks.com. The link is in my profile. I also have a blog. When it was in 2010, I started blogging. And I blogged for 10 years. And my blog is called Spreading Good News. I was so sick of, and it's even worse now, I was so sick of all the negative news, so I started a blog of spreading good news. And anytime you might be down and out or feel whatever, check out the blog. It's lineofserenity.wordpress.com. Over 800 posts there. So check that out. And at goodshortbooks.com, I told y'all about the books. And they're flying off the shelves. So now back to the advice that I share. I am often asked, because I'm 81 years old, I guess, if I'm afraid of death. And my response is always the same. Why be afraid of what is inevitable? Death comes to everybody. If you are breathing, you are going to die. If you were born, you are going to die. It's just that simple. And if you are scared of death, then that means you're not living your life. It's a blessing that God put breath into you, or God, whatever you call your higher power. I don't like to say God because some people don't call it that. So whatever you call your higher power. So, and the higher power gave all of us gifts, talents, skills, abilities, all of that. So whatever your gift is, if you don't know what it is, it's usually going to be something that you do well and you enjoy, okay? So if you don't know what your gift is, just sit down with yourself and think and try to figure it out. But don't be afraid of death, because you can't be living if you're afraid of dying. Makes a whole lot of sense. Our family was raised to accept death. When you go to funerals in our family, you'll see babies in arms, babies in strollers. So all of us, we were raised to know that death is a part of life. I have a book of quotes, 167 quotes that I coined. And the book is entitled My Simple Quotes to Live By. And one of the quotes in there is, we all take different routes, but the end of life's road is the same for everybody. That means we're all going to die. So make the best of your life. Chase your dreams. So hopefully y'all will do that. Another thing that I'm asked quite a bit in my lives is what to do about this or what to do about that. I would like for y'all to consider, stop asking other people what to do in situations of your life. Because the reason why I say that is nobody knows the intricacies of the situation better than you do. Nobody understands it other than you and the people or the person that are involved. So if you ask other people, there's another quote in my book, the hand that you are dealt should only be played by you. So stop asking other people what you should do about your education or about your love life or all of that. Sit down and think. Your answers are in you. And if you do want to ask somebody else, instead of asking them what you should do and then they tell you what you should do, and then you do what they tell you you should do, and it doesn't work out right. Now, typically, people blame the person who gave the advice, okay? That's another reason why you shouldn't ask. So another way to do it, and I don't recommend it, but if you say words like, what would you do if you were in my situation? But that comes with a warning too, because you are two different individuals, and you would not do it the way that they would do it, even though they told you how they would do it. And there are some parts that they can't even describe about how they would do it, and they don't even recognize the fact that they do it subconsciously, so unaware. So you can't possibly do it the way that they would do it. So that's another reason why you shouldn't even ask, so you have to learn how to make better decisions and better choices if you think about your own life. So nobody knows the intricacies like you do. So this is just a practice session, y'all. Like I was saying, I'm just practicing. My official date for starting my YouTube lives is Monday, September 1st at 4 a.m. Pacific time. That's when I will do a full 90 minutes on YouTube. And this is like about my second or third practice session here on YouTube. I didn't know what to expect, and I still don't fully know. But this is the way that I'm just trying to crawl before I walk and walk before I run. So that's what I'm doing. And I thank y'all. Now, can somebody please tell me how you came across my live? Okay, I got 3 people on here. Can you tell me how you came across my live? Somebody on my yesterday practice for YouTube said he was doom scrolling. I don't know what that means. It means you're just scrolling looking for anything. I think that's what it means. I'm not sure. So come on, let me know. Can somebody let me know how they came across my live? He said, I've seen you before. So, okay. I used to do TikTok lives. I did my last TikTok live today, Friday the 29th. Okay. Tell me how you got to my live. Just got here and you were the next channel over. Thank you, Mute Mimi. So you just got here and I was the next channel over. I really don't understand how YouTube works. So you just go through channels? Is that how it works, Mute Mimi? You just go through channels? Okay. Anybody else? Can you tell me how you, now I got 2 people on here. Can you tell me how you found my live? I'm just working, I'm trying to practice on doing YouTube lives. I've done over 500 TikTok lives. My last live was today. Swiping one after another. So swiping, just swiping, okay. So see, on TikTok, they flash a note to the live creator, and it says, we're notifying viewers that you're live. But they don't do that here on YouTube. I assume they don't do that because nobody yet, I've had 2 responses to let me know that they were just scrolling while one person, just swiping one after another. That was the same person, Mimi. Mute Mimi. So again, I thank y'all for joining my live. I'm just practicing here, and I'm still sharing some of the advice that hey JB, that I share on my lives when I was doing the TikTok live. So I'm going to be doing the same thing here on YouTube. So I don't know if you are on TikTok, but if you are, go to TikTok. My username there is the letter J is JJ, Fields, Fields, and the number 7. Okay. So I don't even know what all that means, Mute Mimi, but thanks for, for your response. So I don't know what that means. I have no idea how to view by subject matter. I don't either. But there are lots of channels from India on my end. So that doesn't clarify anything for me. Thanks for the comment, though. So um, now, one of the things that I share on my lives is Spirit came to me and said, this is in the month of June when this happened. There's such a thing as outer peace. I said, huh? I never heard of outer peace. So, inner peace, yes, I know about and I have that. Inner peace. Now, inner peace will not come to you if you have a negative attitude. You must have a positive attitude in order to get inner peace. So, Spirit says there is such a thing as outer peace. And Spirit went on to explain. Now, inner peace, Spirit said, it can be interrupted, cannot be, excuse me. Inner peace cannot be disturbed. Inner peace cannot be destroyed. Outer peace, which I had never heard of, and I'm 81 years old. I never heard of it until this past June when Spirit told me. Outer peace can be disturbed. Outer peace can be destroyed. Outer peace is, for example, if you are trying to go to sleep or if you are trying to study and people are making, excuse me, making noise in the same house or next door or across the street, whatever. And there's even a law on the books of disturbing the peace. So you can call the cops on somebody that's disturbing the peace. That's outer peace, you see. It can be disturbed, it can be destroyed. But inner peace cannot. Inner peace is sewn into your soul, into your fabric. Once you decide to develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I'll tell you exactly how you do that coming Monday, September 1st, 2025, this coming Monday at 4 a.m. Pacific time. So I hope that you will join me then. And I thank you for joining me here. And I'm still going to be here about another 7 or 8 minutes because my test runs are usually around half an hour. So I'm like I'm just reading the comment here. You said same here. I don't know what that means, Mute. Okay. So I got 4 people on here. Anybody else can tell me how you came across my live? This is a practice live. I'll be doing it officially on Monday, September 1st at 4 a.m. Pacific time. Come on, I got 6 people on here now, so let me know how you came across my live. I want to know, as I was saying, on TikTok, they give outer peace, not hearing about it. Okay, so I want to know from other people how you came across this live. On TikTok, they would flash a note to the live creator saying, we're notifying viewers that you're live. They don't do that here on YouTube. So I would like to know how y'all came across my live. Just came through my feed. Okay, that's good. Thank you, JB. I appreciate that. All right, anybody else can tell me? Is that the way it normally goes on YouTube? It just comes through your feed? Is that the way it normally goes, y'all? Can y'all tell me that? Anybody gonna give me a response? Oh, yes, okay, thank you. So it just goes through your feed. They push through as a test and see how it goes, I believe. Okay, thank you for your responses. I appreciate it very much. So, but like I was saying, I give out advice in the form of 4 pillars. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chak Shalat. So 4 pillars. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I tell you how you do that. It's not difficult. The title of my lives is Undifficult Your Life. That was pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you increase your own level of patience. But I always start with the toddlers. And if you are raising toddlers, 2 and 3-year-olds, you will want to hear how easy it is to teach them patience. Then pillar number 3 is stay calm. There is tremendous power in your ability to stay calm. You lose your power when you become angry, aggravated, frustrated, irritated, all that stuff, all that ugliness. You lose your power. And I'm going to expand on that in my lives. And then the last pillar, there are only 4, pillar number 4, remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration, or whatever ugliness might be inside of you. And I'll tell you what those 4 words are when I get to the 4th pillar in my life. So I want to thank y'all for helping me to learn something about YouTube. I'll be practicing again tomorrow at 4 a.m. Pacific time. So if you can help spread the word, I am on, my name is Joyce Fields. I'm 81 years old. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. I'm 81 years old, or 81 years wiser, as I was recently told. And I live the advice that I share with y'all. I have lived this advice since I was about 10 years old. I know that it works. If it works for me, it can work for y'all. Anybody, it can work for you. All you got to do is develop and maintain. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay, good. Thanks, JB. So pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I tell you how you do that. And pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you're 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you do it. But I always start with the toddlers. If you're raising toddlers, you will definitely want to hear how easy it is to teach toddlers patience. Then pillar number 3, stay calm. There's tremendous power in the ability to stay calm. You lose your power when you become angry, aggravated, or any of that kind of ugly stuff. And then pillar number 4, remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, panic, anxiety, anger, all of that stuff. And I'll tell you what those 4 words are when I get to the 4th pillar. Remember, y'all, I have done over 500 lives. So check out, if you're on TikTok, go to TikTok. My username is JJ Fields and the number 7. The letter J, Fields, Fields, and the number 7. So go and check it out. I've done over 500 lives, and I have posts. My moderators send me screenshots of what people say about my lives, and I post them on my page. So check it out. Thanks for joining my practice YouTube live, y'all. Spread the word for me. I'll be back tomorrow for another practice session at 4 a.m. Pacific time. And then I will formally do my first YouTube live. Oh, thank you. On Monday, September 1st at 4 a.m. Pacific time. So join us then and bring somebody else. Spread the word. Thank you, y'all. Later.